I'm David Caldwell, Product Manager with Takeuchi, and we're excited to introduce a model that we'll be launching this fall here in the United States. It's a wheeled excavator. It's a TB395W. This machine is based off of our 9-ton excavator platform. You'll see these working on maybe right-of-ways on highways and things like that. You can put a mulcher out here on the machine, reach over the guardrail, mow the grass and things like that. So there's a lot of versatility built into this platform. We plan to bring it in with the blade that you see here. The blade can be used as a stabilizer or to clean up job sites and dress up job sites. So a lot of folks feel like wheeled excavators may not be as stable as tracked excavators, and that's simply not true. When you lower the rear stabilizers and the blade, you have a very stable working platform. You'll see that we have a double boom design. That double boom design is going to give us more reach. We can dig in close to the machine. It will actually give us more cutting height as well. It will give us a lot more versatility and working range with the wheeled excavator. We'll also bring it in with high flow. So the high flow capability on this machine would give us about 31.7 gallons per minute, which will allow us to run quite a few different motorized and hydraulically driven attachments very efficiently on this machine. This machine, as we brought it into the show, is 2-wheel steer. We're looking at bringing it into the United States with not only 2-wheel steer, but also 4-wheel steer and crab steer. And the 4-wheel steer and crab steer is going to give us a lot more maneuverability on tight job sites and in areas that have very limited accessibility. On the machine we brought to the show, we have the 2-piece tire design. So there's 2 tires on the wheel. We also have the mud guards on the unit. When we bring the machine into the United States, we're also going to offer another tire option that is a seamless tire. It's basically the same width, a little wider. We won't be able to use the mud guard, but the nice thing with that tire is you won't have rocks, mud, debris building up in the gap between the 2-piece tire system. So it'll give you better flotation and it will keep material from building up on the wheel. We'll also have a high-speed road gear, which is going to give us about 18 miles an hour on the machine. So it will get us to point A and B quicker. So highway and road work, this is a really nice machine for that application because you're able to move quickly on the job site from site to site. You don't have to trailer it to transport it. The LED light package will be ideal for folks that are going to have to work at night or in low light conditions. Right now, a lot of the road and bridge work's being done at night to limit traffic issues. So the LED light package will be very nice for folks having to do that type of work. You'll also notice that we have 270-degree camera systems on the machine. So we have very good visibility around the machine, not only in the rear, but also on the sides of the machine. As we walk around and get to the cab on the machine, you'll notice that we offer toolboxes on the machine. Standard configuration would be 1 toolbox. There will be a second toolbox available, and that will just allow guys to carry more gear on the job, tools, things that they may need on the job site. When you enter the cab, we have a tiltable steering column, so the operator is able to depress a button here on the floor and they can tilt the steering wheel back towards them. They can also adjust the height of the steering wheel, turn the knob counterclockwise, slide it up, and then you can lock it back in by turning it clockwise. Air ride suspension seat on the machine as well. You can see the 7-inch color monitor here, and the monitor gives us touchscreen control. We're getting a more common monitor throughout our product line. You'll see it on our smaller excavators in the cab configurations as well as some of our larger excavators now. But also a nice feature here is that we also have a jog dial. And the jog dial you see here is getting more like an automotive style feature. So the jog dial can be used to control not only functions on the monitor, but it will also control your throttle control. So you can turn it clockwise to control your throttle. You can push it forward or backward and depress it to choose a function on the monitor panel. With the one-touch controls, you can select your AC menu. You can also select your home button here, which will take you to the main screen on the monitor. And you have one-touch controls for various machine functions here as well. You have your blade control as well as your outrigger control. So we can switch between the blade control and the outrigger control by depressing this button. So if it's in blade mode, I can raise and lower the blade by pushing forward or pulling back on this lever. We can also operate the outriggers by depressing this button, outrigger right, outrigger left. And you can raise and lower those outriggers that way. This is all your functions, but they can be locked out while you're traveling. And as we come around to the back of the machine, we're running the same Deutz engine on this machine that we're running on several other models like our TB395W and TB395R. So this is a 114 horsepower Deutz engine that will power this machine. Very good serviceability, ground level serviceability, good access to your oil fill, your dipstick, your oil filter. Everything's very accessible right here on the back of the machine for your daily checks. So we have access to our dual element air cleaner, our fuel fill, The depth tank, pattern change valve, and the control valve on the machine are all accessible through this side compartment. Battery system, and it's a 24-volt system, so you have 2 batteries here that you can get access to very easily. The interest is growing in the United States for wheeled excavators. You'll see a lot of machines in the 15-ton class that are wheeled. You're starting to see some in the 9-ton class as well as the 6-ton, 7-ton class. So there is interest, and it will continue to grow as job sites become more confined, accessibility becomes more difficult. You know, as cities grow and population centers grow, you'll start to see more, you need more versatility to move through those job sites quickly and efficiently. So probably October, November, you'll start to see this available here in the United States.
For the latest in construction equipment, sign up for our daily newsletter. Just click the link below.